Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about a video that went relatively viral on Twitter. I came across multiple people retweeting it with comments and I just think we should look into it. Anyway, before we start, I think I should show you... Hey, were you looking for me? Really? Well, you know what we're in for now. So I was saying, before we get into this, I should show you the video in question just so you know what it is we're talking about. Here it is.
What'd you say? What'd you say? What are you trying to get to? You love what? Oh God. You don't need that. Come here. Show Catherine what you have in your hand. Show Catherine. Show her. She said it's a lollipop. Are you really making me buy this lollipop right now? You really want it? Yeah. Oh God. It's gonna be 7. Please, bro, put that in a bag right now. Keep that in the bag forever. Do not show that to anybody, okay? Okay. That's your little secret. Guys, I'm in so much trouble. But she said she's gonna steal it if I didn't buy it, so better me buy it.
Thanks for buying it.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I'm in the sex shop.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so they have Albert Einstein, Ben Franklin, or SpongeBob SquarePants.
SquarePants?
After watching that video, one of the questions that might come to your mind, because it also came to my mind, was why would a father have his child in a sex shop? Then I was like, maybe it's one of those stores that's like Spencer's, and if you don't know Spencer's, it's a little bit like Hot Topic, but they have a back section usually where they have sex toys and sex related things, right? So I was like, maybe they were in a store that just has that, right? But then I was also like, if they were in a store that has that, he would just have to keep her away from that section, or better yet, go to a store that has no sex toys with your children. But I digress. Apparently, logic has died. So I'm not really sure why they were there in the first place. It was definitely a lapse of judgment. There's a potential that this was staged, and that's my little conspiracy theory, but we'll get into that in a second. It takes a lot of bad decisions to get to the point where we're at. Because, first of all, you need to bring your child to a store that is either a sex shop or has sex-related things. Bad decision 1. Bad decision 2 is you decide to film it. Bad decision 3 is that you buy your little child a lollipop that's in the shape of a penis, and bad decision 4 is to film it and say that it can be their little secret. You know, like, as much as I'd want to say maybe something was unfortunate or a coincidence, all of this had to be published. It's not like he was live streaming. Like, this was published. So I also wonder why. So then I went into my conspiracies and I was like, okay, well, this is probably staged, because even an idiot with half a brain cell would probably know that this ain't it. This is not appropriate, right?
Anybody who can't see that is a savage and an idiot!
Okay. I thought, okay, so maybe they're losing subscribers, maybe they need views, you know, maybe they just want a little bit of scandal in their lives, which is a little bit strange, I think, for a vlogging family, because the whole idea of a vlogging family is usually the idea of wholesomeness and family, and children are usually tied to purity. It's strange, right? It's not an edgy channel that would make an edgy type of joke like this. So I decided to go and look at this channel's statistics to see what the deal is. Their social blade looks relatively good. They have an A. They lost subscribers in the last 30 days. They lost 786,990 followers in the last 30 days. Which is a lot, but at the same time, their views are up, so you kind of wonder what's going on here, right? And then I tried to look at their daily kind of stats, and they're gaining crazy amounts of subscribers every day, about 30,000 a day, and their views are also up. Now, the views being up, I also attribute it to this scandal too, because people want to see who it is that was posting this problematic video in the first place, so they go see the videos. That's pretty much what I did, because I was faintly aware of their existence, but I don't like watching family vlogs. It bores me. So most of the videos are pure in the sense that they do shopping videos, they do Santa surprises their kids, wrapping a Lamborghini. Like, all of these are videos that are relatively non-controversial, let's put it that way. Though they did have a video a while back where their house got robbed, and they film the reaction of their kids to their house getting robbed, which, you know, I just don't think that was necessary, and I don't think you need to rub it into your kid's face that their house got robbed and that some of their maybe favorite things got taken.
Ace family, so we just got home. We've been at Disney all day, and someone broke into our house. As you can see, we're literally walking the house. The house is pitch black. We're tired as hell because we've been at Disney for the past 6 hours, and I'm holding Elle in my arms. Catherine's coming in behind me. Like I said, the house is pitch black. I put the keys down the counter, and I hear some like glass dropping, and I look over, and it's a back door shattered. So I told Catherine, the girls, get the fuck out of there. We left. Had to run to the neighbors, talk to the neighbors, and now, like I said, the cops are finally here. And hopefully they didn't take too much shit. But like I said, this is scary. They ransacked your closet. Bebe, they took your stuff. You okay? It's okay. We don't need none of that. We don't care about that. All we care about is you, Mama. Yeah, oh, they left your room nice.
To put the bags in. That's what they did.
So they left all your shoes.
Where are the cops?
They went outside to file the report. I know, baby. Okay, here. Stand right here.
I feel like a lot of the time people use this thing of, oh, it's staged, as kind of almost excuse, like, oh, it's not real. And it's like, well, he did buy the kid the lollipop, and they were, in fact, in a sex type shop. So as much as it's staged, if it is, the child still did experience that, right? And I don't know how much kids of their age understand of reality and understand of their experiences. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not informed on these things, but I don't think a child fully understands what they're getting themselves into. So you might be wondering, why did I decide to make this video, right? You know, maybe you might think this has nothing to do with you or whatever, but the reality of the fact is that we've talked about outrage culture a bit in some of my previous videos, and most of the time when I discuss, anyway, outrage culture, I really just refer to the media, because the media is doing a great job of that recently. But anyway, this outrage culture is not by any means a new thing. I just think that because of the internet and because of social media and because we're all so connected, outrage and fire is fueled so much faster, because there's going to be someone that's going to be offended, whether or not the content is even controversial. There's going to be someone who's offended and is going to claim that it's racist or that it's homophobic or something else. And the ball just gets rolling so much faster than it would have pre-internet or pre-social media peak, right? And so like I said, this is not new, but the fact is that it's frustrating to see that creators lack the creativity, ironically, of just making their videos interesting and just being engaging and being whatever they market themselves as, being that in an interesting way, and they instead resort to making these little scandals so then they can get, you know, their views back, their subscribers back. And it's just tiring, because it's worthless, you know? Like, everyone can start a scandal, everyone can leak a sex tape, everyone can film this type of bullshit and then get a lot of negative feedback. That to me is just such a cop-out compared to just making good content, right? And everyone has their own idea of what's good and what's not, but I think we can all agree to the fact that getting subscribers out of a scandal, whether it's staged or not, most of the time doesn't end up being fruitful, because people will watch you and your channel because of you and your content, right? And if they're there to see a child be somewhat sexualized, really, because she was picking out a penis lollipop that she would potentially put in her mouth. Thank God that wasn't filmed. I hope that didn't happen. If they're interested in that kind of content, why would they stay around for your family-centered content? It just doesn't make sense to me. The other thing that bothers me, and the reason that I'm so kind of annoyed with this topic, is because I see children in social media being exploited and sexualized. I wouldn't say she's directly being sexualized, because I think part of the joke there, if I understood their joke, this is just my interpretation, was to be like, haha, kids are so funny, they don't understand what they're doing, right? That's potentially part of the joke, but I'm sure that there's a number of creepy people out there who just love the idea of a child putting a penis-shaped lollipop in their mouths, which is nauseating, quite frankly, to me. And the other thing that I'm wondering is, yeah, it's funny to make fun of kids because they don't know better, right? But when it's about sex, it's just a little bit strange to me because I don't know many families, or any, hopefully, where parents or children think about each other in sexual context, right? Like, most people don't want to think about their parents having sex, right? Most parents don't want to think of their kids having sex. This is like the oldest trope. Like, every 90s sitcom has a part where they're scared that their kids are suddenly having sex. So the fact that he's just laughing about this very sexual type thing is weird. I'm like, why would you want to put this online? Like, why would you want this context to be out there? Because literally people could just take this and turn it into a whole story. So I just don't understand why he would stage such a scandal, or maybe not stage. I don't know why he'd want to post this online, whether it's staged or not, but I think it's creepy, and I don't like the fact that we keep seeing children in social media being sexualized and exploited. It really just disgusts me, and even thinking ahead, I don't think this child would be super happy about this specific footage of them being online. Which brings me to my problem with family vloggers, which I'm not gonna go into, but I have a problem. Of course I have a problem. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this. Let me know if you think it's staged. Let me know what you think about it generally. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan